Breaking tonight, we have brand new video released by our Border Patrol showing smugglers in full tactical gear and masks, carrying long guns and AK-47 assault rifles right towards our border. They are escorting a Guatemalan woman and her 8-year-old child under a barrier. Take a look. Right into the United States, right into our country. Now, that woman and that child immediately turned themselves into Border Patrol agents, and we can assume they'll be released within 20 days because a child is involved. Assault rifles, children, smugglers, everything you just saw. You know what? It points to a totally broken immigration system, a true crisis. My next guest has long said that these kinds of incursions are a kind of attack, if you would, on our sovereignty as a nation. Joining me right now, Institute for the Study of War Chairman and Fox News Senior Strategic Analyst, retired 4-star General Jack Keane. General, welcome back to the show.
You're going to be interesting.
I want to hit on this sovereignty issue. When I saw this video earlier, I thought of you, sir, and I thought of some of the comments you've made about your concerns about being able to protect our country, our border, etc. These are people with AK-47s that they're carrying as they escort these people into our country. What's your reaction to that?
Yeah, this is different than the caravans. When you see people armed and as sophisticatedly armed as they are, they're likely cartel members and criminal smugglers. And it's a lucrative business, Trish. I mean, there's somewhere between $8,000 to $10,000 a head that they get to do this kind of work. And the cartels and the criminal smugglers, because they're so well armed, even the police will not interfere with them. So they got a free ride all the way to the border. As we speak, thousands are entering the United States every single day and not being held for detention because the detention centers are overwhelmed and they're just going into the heartland of the United States, wherever they want to go. And that's happening every single day now, except for the last couple of days, the Mexicans finally started to intervene, at least with some of the caravans.
We've seen that, but let's not forget, we give Mexico a lot of money. In fact, we've done some research, and if you go back over the last 7 years, it averages out to sort of a median of, call it $300 million a year. It may not seem like a lot in the scheme of things, but $300 million is still a fairly significant number. And that is supposed to help them patrol this border situation. It's supposed to help them deal with the drug gangs, et cetera, so that we don't have the drugs coming here. But, General, I wonder if you're questioning that right now. Do we need to rethink how much money we're giving, when we give that money, and whether we should give that money at all, given that Mexico, and, we've seen a few recent efforts, and I applaud them for that, but the reality is Mexico really hasn't stepped up to the plate on this one.
Oh, yeah, they've got a very long way to go. What they benefit from the multi-billion-dollar trade industry in this country, the people who come here every single day to work and return to Mexico, and the money that they're making and spending in the Mexican economy, this is a huge amount of money for the Mexican economy. And here's what we really need. Give them credit for arresting some people and deporting them on the caravans, but we need federal police to close that southern border of theirs, and they got to have the right force to do it and have the right control mechanism to do that, as well as stopping those who may transit around that in some way like they're doing today. Additionally, we've got to be involved with them, with FBI and other federal agencies, to get the Mexicans to shut down the cartels who are trafficking and the smugglers who are also involved in human trafficking. That has got to stop. And once we start to do that, then the incentive to come and transit through Mexico will be removed. Of course, we've spoken many times about we need laws changed in our country. Yeah, we need more resources on our side of the border, to be sure. But Mexico plays a key role here to disincentivize people to transit through their country.
Well, it's important we recognize that, and it's important that we exert the influence we have and will. All right, General Keane, good to see you. Thank you so much.